Did you know that 80% of people don't like what they do for a living in the United States? Well, I did, so that's why this assignment was so important to me. This is my career report on business management, and the purpose of this is to explore the possible areas of my professional interest and to provide statistical information so I can make an informed decision about my future career choices. I'm in a place in life where I do need to figure this out fairly soon. I feel like I have a good sort of standing on where I need to go. But to accomplish this, I've picked out three possible careers to pursue. The first one being marketing management, the second being investment banking, and the third being entrepreneurship. Let's jump right in and look at my first option. First is marketing management. And almost every company needs a position like this, but the one that I have done research on is the one that I'm currently employed by, and that's the North Face. I'm sure you've heard of them. They're an American outdoor company, and they are headquartered in Denver, Colorado. It's a large brand which contributes to a great job security, but also the prestigiousness of it. So it's a very sought after position, but once you get it, there's a good chance you're set in where you are. The job requires many meetings, face-to-face and online, which I feel my intro to business class has prepared me very well for. It basically in just giving presentations and overall teaching me etiquette in the business world, whether it's dealing with external or internal people. Expertise in Microsoft Office is also heavily valued, which I've had accounting classes and computer science classes that have prepared me pretty well for using it and using the fundamentals of it. The environment's very relaxed, and the balance between work and life is very fair. In my personal research for it, you have Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday in the office, and Monday and Friday are a remote day. Maybe sometimes you have to go in for a meeting, but that's kind of across the board. How the whole entire marketing side of the industry is going is a lot of days can be remote because not many times you're having physical meetings. A lot of the meetings would be online anyway. The expected average salary is $111,000. Promotion salary increase significantly when you get a master's degree, which is something that I've been considering with all these positions. It makes a lot of sense. Specifically with this job and a lot of companies, they will pay for your master's degree, which is a great thing to do for this job. And job growth is 6.2%, almost 7%, and the national average is a 2.84, so it is significantly higher than the national average. But this is a very realistic goal. It's a very attainable job. The next one is a very much more involved job, but the reward and the payout can be phenomenal for it. That being investment banking. Getting hired for such a prestigious job requires a bachelor's degree, but most expect a master's at this point. Assuming you get one or both of those, you do have to land an internship, and that's all met through networking or just knowing people. But then from there, you receive an offer if you do well, and the job duties include meeting with potential and existing customers and laying out possible possible opportunities that would be just investing stocks, certain things that they could do with their money. This requires an expansive knowledge in finance and the markets, and entry-level salaries are between $170,000 and $190,000. But the hours have been reported to be over 100 hours a week, which, dividing the salary by the hours, it's not the greatest hourly rate and for such a stressful job. But salary and employment outlook are completely dependent on performance, so bonuses are a real thing. If you do great, you get promoted, and from there your salary can only go very, very much higher. But not all of the investment banking is the same. I specifically looked at more Wall Street ones because that deals with stocks, and that's the more high pressure, high paying jobs. But there are other types. I bank with Bank of America, and they have a lot of investment bankers that deal with CDs and Roth IRAs. It's very long-term investment holdings, so it's not day trading. It's not quick. It's pretty manageable, and it's a 40-hour work week. But these last two have been jobs that are established companies, so there's not really much inherent risk by pursuing these. But this next one is, I think, one of the most risky careers someone can pursue, and this is entrepreneurship. This individual must be self-motivated, passionate, and intelligent. This career differs from pretty much everything else before because there's no set education level. There's no set work-life balance. There's no set salary. Outlook is not guaranteed on anything. It's all dependent on you and your business ideas and how much you can commit to that. But my interest lies within the fashion and the outdoor industry. They are two very fast-growing industries. Fashion has always been there, but outdoor, since 2020, a lot more people are looking to get outside and get to nature. So it would be nice to capitalize on something like that. But the work-life balance would be very difficult in the infancy stages just because you are trying to start at a company, but it would get better as it progresses. And being a UNG student has made me feel like I'm gaining the necessary knowledge to become successful, as 95.1% of entrepreneurs have a bachelor's degree, and it's about 30 or 40% that have a master's degree. Average startups are about 66 hours a week, and they make less than $50,000 a year. So if you can deal with that salary, it's a great position because you do get to do something you're very passionate about. But 82% of startups are self-funded, but 90% of them fail. So it is a very high-risk job environment. And so with all of these three all considered and, equally weighed, I think the position for marketing management suits my post-college life the best. It is a guaranteed job with a great work-life balance. It's with an established company. But UNG has taught me a lot, and convincing me to return for my MBA is something that I think I'm going to do. And if I did marketing management, they would send me back to college and they would pay for it, which would be very helpful. But with a master's degree, higher level positions are kind of open to you after you get that degree first. And then from there, I hope to save a lot of money and potentially transition to starting my own business later in life once I have a larger savings account and I get a better understanding of the business world. Investment banking, the salary is just not worth it for the hours and the stressful days. Like I said, your hourly wage is pretty low divided by how many hours you work. It's not a great job, and it's not really something that interests me to consume my whole life. But this assignment has made me more aware of the options that are out there, and maybe none of these three are going to be something that I'm going to do. Maybe I'm going to find the fourth one that's perfect for me, but I am going to keep my eyes open from now on because I'm just more aware of it.